What's up, Knife Tube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. All right, so what I have is a one of these glass stones, the Chinese ones. First thing I'm going to tell you, this is not a 6,000 grit stone. No, but these are typically around, like if you look on Amazon, they're typically around $30. Now, would I pay that for them? Hell no, would not. But this one is $10.99, and I'm quite impressed with this stone for $11. And I absolutely believe that you will be too. I mean, Bucky the Ducky says he's impressed. Cycloptopus is definitely impressed. So for $11, like I'm quite impressed with this stone. Now, first thing, it's not a 6,000 grit stone. Not even close. And I'm glad it's not. What this is and maybe that's why, I don't know, because typically they're around $30. This one was $10.99. What I'm thinking, these were labeled wrong. To me, this performs like, scratch pattern like 1,000 grit stone. And a very, very fast cutting 1,000 grit stone at that. It's the only thing I can come up with. Unless, they're just bullshitting and they label it 6,000, knowing it's nowhere close to that. This is definitely not no 3 micron stone. What do they have it as? Yeah, 2.8 micron. This is definitely not no 2.8 micron stone, but this is very high concentration of aluminum oxide. And it cuts extremely fast and leaves a very, very consistent finish for $10 or $11. In fact, it's unbeatable. We got some AR-RPM9. We're going to slap a fresh edge on this. Here's where we're at right now. Yeah, I'm on here. There you go. So there's that. This edge has been stropped back a lot. It's very sharp, but it has no bite. However, it is very sharp. It's way hair popping. Like it's way hair popping. You don't got to touch the skin. All you got to do is brush the hair, but no bite. Slick edge. And me and slick edges don't do well together. So, and that's what happens when, you strop back a steel that's fairly fine grained, and you strop it back a whole bunch of times, and you end up with sharp but slick. And actually, you know what? While I've got this, I'm going to show you guys something. Okay. And this is why, you see a lot of people, a lot of sharpeners, they run the super high grits, and then they go like this. They're showing you how sharp the edge is, and it's like, it's a laser beam. Oh, it's a laser beam. And it is a laser beam. Like, it's very, very sharp. Very, very sharp edge. You know, and you know, I just showed you it'll swirl cut newspaper, but wasn't doing a very good job of showing it. So I'll actually do it right this time. So anyways, sharp but slick. This is a terrible edge. You know, I probably could strop it and get it to whittle hair. It'll get slicker. Then we got hair all over the stone. But I could, you know, I could probably strop this and get it to whittle. But this edge is no good. I mean, come on, man. You know, I'm not just lightly touching it. I mean, I'm being fairly careless right now. Can't cut you because there's no bite. So I've run my mouth enough. 6 minutes. God, like normal. Talk too fucking much. Okay. So, anyways, this is where we're at. You know, it's been stropped a bunch. It's overstropped. It's you know, there's a notable scratch pattern, but it's polished. Get it? This is a very fast cutting stone. It does not load up. Well, not badly, anyways. Stone has great bite, good feedback. I can really feel what's going on. Takes off steel quickly. Yeah, we already got a full burr, but I did miss a little bit at the tip. This will make an excellent one and done stone. Look at that. Load up, come dried up. Stone's not overly soft. For $10, $11, this thing's a steal. It cuts quite quickly. I highly suggest you go pick you one up for $10. This is a solid stone for that price. I wouldn't pay much more. You know, I wouldn't pay $20 for one. But for $10, 100%. 100%. Knock that burr back. We're going to fatigue the burr. Now working it back and forth. Oh, big piece of burr coming off. Multiple pieces of burr. This is why you fatigue the burr. See right there? That's a piece of steel. Little fine piece of steel. I see another piece on here too. You didn't see it yet. Yeah, right there's a big piece. Yeah. See any on there? All right, so our burr's breaking loose. Now let's make a couple edge leading passes. Catch any fragments. We're going to go very light pressure and alternate pressure. Alternate strokes with lighter and lighter pressure. Okay. Okay. We should be pretty much deburred. Here's our finish. As you can clearly see, definitely not a 6K. We're not even polishing yet. It's about a 1000. And as you can see, a nice quick cutting 1000. Show you where we're at load up wise. This is just me wiping it off with my fingertips. There is a teeny bit. That's where we're at. With little Sabatoro. You see it a little bit, but I believe that's more looks like water intrusion than. Anyways. And this is a soaking stone, by the way. It takes about 10 minutes. Well, it probably could actually soak a little longer. That's probably why it's got that little bit of staining, and looks like water intrusion in the center, because it's probably not fully absorbed. So I'm really impressed with this stone for $11. So much so I'm going to go buy another one. And I do believe you should pick you one up too, because they are very, very, very well worth $11. Just going to make a couple passes on some 5 micron and then some 3 micron. Is exactly sharpening angle. Okay. We should be. Sorry for this, pop y'all's ears. Should be. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, now there's bite, and you see it'll actually easily swirl cut. And it's not catching, but well, that was my fault. It's not catching because there's actually bite. That is a fantastic edge. That is a fantastic edge. It's going to be easily shaving. God, I've almost had a hair, man. Easily shaving. It's not the bald spot. But lots of bite. I can tell. Oh, yeah. You're not sliding your fingers down this. Yeah, see, that's got great bite. Very high keenness. This is a perfect RPM9 edge. On this steel, that's the edge you want. So anyways, for 11 bucks, I'm going to put the link in the pinned comment. Get you one. I don't know how long they're going to be 11 bucks, but I'm going to go ahead and buy me another one tonight because for $11, they are absolutely worth it. That is a great 1K-ish stone and a very, very fast cutting 1K stone. Hell, I'd say that damn near cuts as fast as like my Kuramaku 1K. Yeah, in fact, that's about what it feels like. The Kuramaku is a little harder, but cut speed wise and scratch pattern wise, I'd say they're both about the same. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.